Hi friends, and welcome to a new art video. This will be more of a chatty video because I have a new setup for my desk that I want to share with you, and I also have some new art tools that I want to test and swatch and give you my first impressions. And in particular, I have this new sketchbook from Arrtx. This was a gift. All these tools were gifts. I want to say it beforehand, but I want to give my honest opinion because I'm not paid to talk good about them. And then I have this huge set from Giotto, which is an Italian brand that we used to use in school. And yes, it's not a professional art brand, but I think we can play with them in illustration. And yeah, I want to see how these brush pens work because these are a new tool in their collection. And in the end, last but not least, I have all these new shades from Tombow. I'm so happy to do this partnership, this collaboration with them because I've been using Tombows for many years, especially for my figure drawing sketches and in general in my sketchbook. And I'm so happy to have new shades and to use them and maybe do some illustration or to use them in a different way than usual. And that's it. Let's get started. So the main piece on my desk now is this glass board from Craftelier, which is a Spanish crafting shop. And I bought it mainly because I don't want my table to get too messy, especially when I work with acrylics or art the medium, or for example, when I want to do traditional printing like monoprint or jelly art print. So this way I keep everything on this glass, which is very, very easy to clean. And basically I draw on top of it. And it's also very very cool during summer, which is a nice thing. This is instead a shelf from IKEA, I think from the kitchen section, and I find it very handy and practical because it has enough space underneath for other color pencils. I've tried different options and I think this was the best one. And so here on top I have my color pencils. I put them in IKEA pots. These are flower pots and cost very, very little. Actually, before this solution, I had all my color pencils in these wooden drawers, which were very nice to see, but they were not very handy, especially when painting, because I had to open the drawer, take a color pencil, then close that drawer and open another one to get another color and so on. So yeah, it was a lot of back and forth, and at the end I decided to come back to this container solution, which yeah, it's very cheap and very practical. So basically I divided colors by coolness and color range. Here I have all the blues and the greens mainly. Here instead I have like all the yellows and oranges and brownish earthy tones. And here I have all like the cool reds and pinky shades. So yeah, this is the space I have, so I couldn't divide them even farther. And here instead I have some glass jars, and I put like all my watercolor pencils that are fewer, so they can stay in here, and also all the white color pencils. And then I have these big chunky pastels, crayons, I don't know how to call them. I think these are for kids, but they're very nice to use for different effects in illustration. Yeah, basically that's it. And here I have some handmade watercolor palettes that I've created from recycled card holder. These are very cute and little, and I followed a tutorial by Victoria Semichina on her Patreon, where she showed how she created this card holder with watercolor pens. It was a very nice tutorial, so I really suggest you to watch it. And last but not least, these are some wooden holders. This is very handy because it has 3 different spaces, so I can use it for 3 different mediums. And I have all my Copics in here, all my Pro markers in this other space. And here I have my old Tombows, and now I'm going to put inside my new shades. I'm so happy. And this single wooden holder contains my journal and also my sketchbook. And that's it. Let's go to the new art tools. So let's open this sketchbook for the first time. I'm very curious to know how the paper is. I really like the cover. It has like some nice texture, and it also has some spark inside. Oh, look at the binding. It really opens flat. It's really nice because it's like a glued binding, so yeah. I really like it. I didn't know Arrtx were selling sketchbooks as well. And the paper, I think it's more than 100 grams. And it's also, it looks smooth, but also with a bit of texture, just like watercolor paper. Yeah, it's very handy. But I don't see a lot of information on it. Let's look at the box. So it's 180 grams and it's mixed pulp, so it's not cotton, but you can use it for mixed media like drawing pencils, sketching, color pencils and markers. They don't talk about watercolors, but I may do some tests and let you know if it works for watercolors as well. So I'll be using the back pages to swatch all the new tools like the Tombows and the Giotto, and then I'll use the first pages for like more finished artwork. Of course, if you draw on the first page, you need to put like something in here just to have some support. Like for example, I take this journal and I put it underneath the paper, and then I can sketch in it very easily. Let's go to the Giotto set and open it. It has 30 shades, so I have a lot to swatch, but I can't wait to see how they work. So let's see the brush pen. It has double tip, as per usual, a brush tip, and this is like a chisel tip, and I will mainly use like the brush tip, but oh, it feels nice. It's like alcohol marker. Let's see also the chisel nib, and this is like a very flexible. It's not a hard nib, but it's so nice, so flexible. And basically these are water soluble, so I later take a brush and see how these work. But first of all, let's do the swatches very fast. I really like the fact that this color was very transparent, like watercolor. I like, oh, look at this fuchsia, it's so nice. I really like this blue in here, it's so intense. So some of the shades have less pigment, while these other shades are much more vibrant, like also this magenta. Oh, look at this red, carmine red, very nice. Another red, a cooler one. I think this looks more like carmine red and this more like cadmium red, but maybe the names are not so accurate. Also the orangey shade. This is medium orange. It looks, yeah, like in between yellow and orange. And this is salmon. I mean, it could look more pinkish, but anyway, this is a nice, I really like this yellow, it's very summer. And this is mandarin. This is peach. As you can see, some of the colors are very light. I really like the fact that you can find both very light shades and very intense and bright shades, so you can choose from. This is a lighter yellow. I mean, you could see that this plastic is not so high quality because they indeed are cheap, but I mean, I really like the pigment and I think I can play with it a lot. I'm usually not so into greens. Look at this one. This could be very nice for forests or like landscape. And this is emerald green. Let's go into earthy tones like ochre. It's very light and a bit greenish. Then like this is a sienna, yes, natural sienna, and more brownish one, also very nice for trees. Yeah, this is Beaster. It's like very greenish, and it could be nice for the trees as well if you want to get some transparency. And this is gray, and then this is a darker gray, a cooler one because you could see some blue inside. And in the end, let's finish with the black. Now I want to do some tests with water just to see how these blend. So I don't know if I have to go over the whole color. Okay. You can see some brush strokes from the previous. Oh, this looks very nice. Like it's basically watercolor now. Also the paper holds the water pretty nice. And I basically dissolve everything from the marker, so it's so interesting. Let's test like blending two colors, for example the yellow and the magenta. You can go on top on each other and you can get some overlay. And now, for example, I can go over with the brush. So if you keep going, you'll dissolve like the brush strokes of the marker. It's like water-soluble pencils. So as you can see, the colors act like wet on wet because they're like very watery. So I can also blend just the edge and let the brush strokes as they are, and look at this. This is so similar to watercolors. Let's just do like wet on wet. I'm really into these brush pens. I didn't expect they're so cute. So you can also get the watercolor effect when going on top of water, like the edges. So yeah, I think these are very cute to play with and can't wait to test them more and use them for some more completed drawings. And let's go to the Tombows now. So I'll start with the clearer shades. I think are this one, 942 and 990. These are very similar, almost the same, but I think these work very well for the skin color. And I'm also writing down the numbers. Then I got two light pinks, 800 and 761. So also these look similar. Oh, I think this is dry out. So sad. Which is very light, but I can use it for flowers, for example. Then I have two yellows, which is I also had this 992, which is a brownish color, a light brownish. Okay, it looks cute also for, I think, skin color, but also like branches. 992. Then I have two yellows, like 025 and 055. This looks so nice, a lot of coverage, really like it. This is a darker yellow, it's more like sunflower yellow, also really nice. It will work very well for landscapes and nature and flowers. And then I have some oranges. This is 933. Also it writes very well. I'm really sad this color didn't work, but it may happen. Then I got just one pink and one red. I'll go with the red first. This is so nice, and I think it works so well with this yellow. Then I have a lot of greens, I don't know why, and brownish colors, like for example this one, which I think is, yeah, it's a reddish brown. And this is 769. Yeah, it's really interesting, this color. I think for the line art it will work. And then I have this dark blue, which also has some red inside. It's like a warm blue. And then I have a lighter blue, so cute for the sky. And then I have tons of greens, like 133. This is so nice. It's so cute. It's yellowish and it reminds me of May green. Then another light yellow. This is like even more earthy. 126. And then I have like more bluish greens. I didn't show you like this other nib, which is for writing. These brush pens are usually used for lettering. The brush nib is so cute because it's very flexible, and also they're very famous. I didn't talk about them a lot, but I think you may already know Tombows. Also, this is very cute and transparent. And I have 3 more shades. This is like an earthier green. And then this is a gray, which also has some green in it. It's on the cool side. And the last one, I think it's a brown color. Yeah. So yeah, these are the new shades I have. I also have some older shades, but I'm really excited for these bright ones and also for these ones. And let's try some combination and see how they work together. Since they're water soluble, they still act a bit like watercolors, so the edges on wet color are like watercolors basically. So let's wet the paper and see if we can do some wet on wet. They tend to peel because the nib is a bit hard, so it's harder than the Giotto. You can also layer them, of course. But yeah, I have to use it on different kind of paper, but I know that Tombows tend to ruin a bit the paper, so I don't do many layers usually. So also you can create some texture because of the brush strokes. So for example, I can do like many brush strokes like this, and I can take different colors like the previous one, which was this one, and I can do like the wooden texture. They blend a little bit when they're wet because yeah, they still act like watercolor brush pens. So you can create textures, especially when they're still wet. Yeah, I think they act pretty nice. So basically these were my first tests with these new tools. Let me know in the comments if you want a more in-depth video about one of these in particular. So you guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next video in 2 weeks from now. Meanwhile, I wish you a great weekend and a great art time. Bye!